I've heard it before. Whew. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but I love verbal communication.
It's pretty difficult, but yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Oh man, hey, I'm trying to do some homework. You guys got like a pencil I could borrow?
Yeah, man.
This is an abstract example because Jake and David both know that the word pencil represents the object that creates a symbol. Since society dictates this, it becomes universal and Elton will get his pencil.
Hey, can you let me handle this?
Oh, yeah, sure, man. You verbal communication?
Yeah.
That's pretty difficult.
This is an example of an ambiguous symbol. Ambiguous symbols are basically symbols whose meanings are not clear or fixed. So in this situation, when David asked Jake for a hand, Jake literally thought he meant his hand when David meant for help.
Bro, this stuff is hard, dude.
Oh, I know, man. Verbal communication's difficult.
Yeah, dude. Dude, can you just pass me that pencil?
Yeah, man.
Bro, what are you doing?
Give me the pencil.
I'm at that pencil.
Oh, what did I mess up?
Arbitrary symbols have no similarities between the word and what the word represents. For instance, in this video, Jake hands Elton the paper with P-E-N-C-I-L written on the paper, representing pencil, rather than the actual pencil itself.
Bro, we have a nonverbal communication
man.
quiz, dude. Dude, I'm scared.
You what?
Yeah, dude, I don't think I'm good at this.
This is easy money, man.
It's easy, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, you think I could cheat off you during the quiz?
We'll have to see.
Alright.
We'll have to see.
Alright.
Alright guys, this is today's quiz.
Hey, man.
Bro.
As we can see, that this nonverbal communication is a clear-cut example of kinesics, and from his body language, we can tell that he was upset with Elton cheating, and his facial expression clearly demonstrates his superiority over Elton.
As you can see, this is a great example of haptics. Elton was being loud, and Jake is the professor. He comes over and gives him the touch on the shoulder, and Elton already automatically knows that he needs to, tone it down and be quiet.
This is an example of proxemics. Proxemics refers to space and how we use it. In this example, Jake gets really close into David's personal space, and as you can tell from David's facial expressions, he is not comfortable with him getting into his personal space.
Hey, man, what's up, bro? I'm good, bro. You catch the game last night? Yeah, dude. You seen Des Bryant do that? Bro, and then I saw Rowan do that. Yeah, man. Bro, that was great.
This is a socially acceptable example of proxemics because Elton and David are having a normal conversation while still giving each other the right space.
That's pretty loud.
Yeah, his music is really loud.
I know, man.
He
He's really
knows
good at
this.
this.
This is what he does.
That's his
Every
thing,
day,
man.
yeah.
Every
Coming
day.
in and blasting music.
He's gonna lose his hearing, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
what he
that's him,
does.
right? Yeah.
It's what he does.
This is an example of objects and artifacts that help us understand our identity. From this example, we saw here that Alton wears his headphone, so we did understand that he loved to listen to music.
What are you doing this weekend, man?
Oh, bro, I gotta study. You got like 3 tests next week.
Man, I just on my last test.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I don't know. I ain't feel too good though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tragic. I think I did get it.
Yeah, man. I hope you do.
Man.
And then I'm gonna probably go down and hang out with some friends.
You said what?
Hang out with my friends.
Oh, you're gonna hang out with your friends?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Probably just chill in the house or something.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything. I just said okay.
What?
I just said yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is an example of environmental factor of nonverbal communication. When Jake and David were talking about their weekend, Alton played his music and distracted the conversation.
Bro, I'm about to get 100 on this communication test.
Sure you are.
This is an example of paralanguage, also known as vocalics, which is a type of nonverbal communication. Vocalics is basically the study of the voice to express thyself. So when Jake says that he's going to get 100, David assumes that he is not really going to get 100, but he says it anyways, in a sarcastic voice.
Hey Jake,
So,
you going to the game this weekend?
yeah, UNT versus SMU.
Yeah, man. Who do you think is gonna win?
I think UNT is gonna win. Got a rep, North Texas.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, we just got pride. I
Pride?
believe in our team.
Really?
That's cool.
Man, that's sick.
Yeah.
This was a good example of chronemics. It is how time functions as a part of communication. As you can see, Jake and Elton were having a conversation about the football game, and they were giving each other the right time to have a regular conversation.
Hey, what's up, Jake? What you working on?
Nonverbal communication.
Oh, man. What are you gonna do after this?
I'm going to the UNT SMU game.
Oh, yeah, the show you play today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think UNT is probably going to win, man. I have a lot of faith and pride in our team.
Yeah, I feel that.
Here, David is showing an example of complimenting by saying, I feel that, and also giving a gesture of his head nod.
Yeah.
But SMU, they are looking pretty nice this year.
This is an example of accenting because David emphasizes and drags out the word but.
So,
Here, Jake's hand gesture regulates the conversation.
and hey Jake, you okay?
I'm great.
Here, Jake is giving an example of both repetition and conflicting messages. The repetition portion is when he says, I'm great, and also does a thumbs up gesture. While also the conflicting messages, he says it in a sad tone while giving a good thumbs up.
What happened, bro? Is it about the game, SMU versus UNT last
Yeah,
night?
man, it is. SMU, they beat UNT pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get them next time, right? We'll get them next time.
This is an example of substituting, because rather than saying I don't know, Jake gives a shoulder shrug.
Verbal communication refers to the use of sounds and language to relay a message. It serves as a vehicle for expressing desires, ideas, and concepts, and is vital to the process of learning and teaching. In the same way as language items, some paralinguistic expressions have several functions, while nonverbal communication in general performs the three basic functions of managing identity, defining relationships, and conveying attitudes and feelings, but not ideas. In the article Nonverbal Communication, here is an example. Usually no eye contact when you speak is thought to be a lack of confidence or lying. It could be taken as rude, but that person might just be scared or nervous. Separating verbal and nonverbal behavior into two separate and distinct categories is virtually impossible. Consider, for example, the hand movements that make up American Sign Language, a language of the deaf. These gesticulations are most likely linguistic, verbal, yet hand gestures are often considered behavior that is other than words, and for those who can hear their own hand gestures may be used to retrieve the words they wish to speak to others from their mental lexicon. Nonverbal communication should reinforce what is being said. If the person is saying one thing and their body language is saying something else, for example, they telling you yes while shaking their head no. Communication is the most important aspect of a healthy relationship. It is important for couples to use verbal and nonverbal communication in ways that avoid misinterpretation. For example, the use of humor can be a great way to resolve minor conflicts. However, if your partner is not in the mood to laugh, your humor may misinterpret as sarcasm, and that may cause a problem. After we learn to speak and exchange ideas, nonverbal messages still transmit more to us, and what is received is often acknowledged at a level below conscious thoughts. For instance, we recognize danger without conscious thought, or we are attracted to a person by something in their smile or something in their eyes. We don't think about it, we just know.